Ashley is a very independent, very strong-minded, very passionate woman who knows what she wants and when she wants it.
I just hope for a lot of happiness and love, and that we're blessed with a beautiful family and that we can grow old together.
What anyone hopes for, you know, a long, happy marriage with kids, and you know, I come from a good-sized family, so to keep that tradition going and grow old together and happy, and a lot of traveling and a lot of good time spent together. We normally go for walks before I had work and whatnot, and she thought I had work that day.
We went on a walk at Edgewood Park. This is where we met because my car was burglarized, and Eric was the responding deputy. Oh, he was so cute. He had like these curls and then his green eyes. It just felt like love at first sight. So he took me back to the place of where we met for the first time, and we went on a hike, and I didn't expect it to happen there, even though that's where we met.
And I found like a little cutout that we just were able to go up a little higher than the trail, and I was like, oh, let's just hang out here for a sec. And she's like, okay, and I'm looking at the view and looking around, and I was like, oh, there's something wrong with my water bag. It's not working. And she's like, you're stupid. You know, there's nothing wrong with your bag. Let's go. She turned around, and then I was on my knee with the ring, and I don't even remember what I said. But
yeah, he popped the question on top of a hill, and
you know, will you marry me? And she said yes, and was super happy, and we hung out there for a little bit. We went and had dinner with the parents, and it was just a small little get together, so it was really nice. Of course, want to say hello. I love you very much, and could not be more proud of you and more proud to call you my wife.
I'm so nervous, but I love you, and I can't wait for this moment.
The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. The person whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. Do you take Eric as your cherished husband in front of all these witnesses and promise to stay by his side through sickness and health, joy and sorrow, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Eric, will you take Ashley as your cherished wife in front of these witnesses and promise to stay by her side through sickness and health, joy and sorrow, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Love is the essence of human experience and emotion. Love gives us the firm base to grow. As this tree grows, so shall you both. With constant nurturing, your marriage will grow strong and resilient. It will weather the challenges of daily life and the passage of time, but just like your marriage, it shall endure.
I, Eric, give you Ashley
This ring as a symbol
this ring as a symbol
of my enduring love.
of my enduring love.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself,
Just as a circle of the ring completes itself,
so you complete me.
so you complete me. Nice.
I, Ashley, give you Eric
I, Ashley, give you Eric
this ring as a symbol
this ring as a symbol
of my enduring love.
of my enduring love.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself,
Just as a circle, this ring completes itself,
so you complete me.
so you complete me.
Ashley and Eric, by the power vested in me by the first website I stumbled on the internet, and by the great state of California, I am pleased to announce you husband and wife. Ashley, you may kiss the bride.
I'm Eric.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege to present, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Eric and Ashley Giannini.
I'd like to thank everyone, family, friends, for coming tonight. Tonight, we're very fortunate to have Ashley and Eric's grandparents here with us. Betty, Judy, Alda, and Roy. Special thanks to Karen and Rich for all their support and their help. Took a lot. Over the years, we watched our little girl grow up to be a very strong, confident, beautiful young woman. And we're very proud of you, Ashley. For all your accomplishments, you give 110% of everything you try and do. It was very obvious to us when we first saw the two of you together how happy you both were. And we knew it was a matter of time, and we couldn't have been happier when Eric showed up with a bouquet of flowers and a 6-pack of Coors Light, not a case. And our dreams were coming true. We couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. We look forward to what the future holds. Maybe a few baby G's. We love you both. So let's toast to Ashley and Eric.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Richard, Eric's dad. Karen and I want to welcome and thank all of you for celebrating this very special day with Eric and Ashley. We are blessed to have each of our families and friends present, and we hope all of you enjoy yourselves. Karen and I also want to sincerely thank Kim and Tom for all their graciousness and hard work for making this a very memorable day for each of our families. What a day this is for Karen and I. Sorry, Joe. We are celebrating the last of our children's weddings, 3 marriages in less than 2 years, and fittingly, Eric is the last one. He held out to the end, but it's because finding love is patient, and he found the love of his life, Ashley. Having witnessed all of my children's births, I have concluded that my children's personalities were developed instantly at birth, and I mean right at birth. When Eric was born, I was offered the scissors by the doctor to cut the umbilical cord. Excited to have this special father-son moment, I reached for the scissors, but instantly so did Eric. Not more than 2 minutes old, and Eric and I are wrestling back and forth to see who gets the scissors. He had such a grip, the doctor had to get involved. Now all 3 of us are wrestling for the scissors. Truly a sign of things to come. Eric, our defiant, fly under the radar, stealth, sneaky, stubborn, and successful second son. Over the years, I've pondered many times over that incident. I think it's because he just wasn't ready to come out. Heck, we woke him up and he was pissed. Eric loved to sleep as a baby, and I think he slept for 2 days straight after we brought him home. Even on Christmas Day one year, a day when all kids get excited about running downstairs to see what Santa brings, Eric, annoyed that we asked him to come on downstairs, shouted, "I'm seeping!" Yep, the signs kept coming. Yes, there are many stories I could write a book. Let's see, getting arrested at the age of 12. I think he put that in his resume. The partially cut tree rope swing. Dave, how's your arm doing? Fighting with his brothers, mostly Joe. car accidents, surprise tattoos. I don't think I've seen all of them yet. Surprise party at the house. Thank you, Tony. The drop off to college, etc. Many Eric special moments, and they all played a role in the man he is today. As a young kid, he would dress up in my dad's Army uniform. He liked uniforms, go figure. One day at the dinner table, he tells me when he grows up, he wants to be a cop. Not sure if it was my dad's uniform or exposure to shooting firearms or the thrill of being arrested. Well, I looked sternly at him across the table. "No, you're not," I said. "Yes, I am." He replied, "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." Suddenly, visions of scissors appeared before me, and I knew I also lost that battle. Upon graduation from Chico State, Eric enrolled and successfully graduated from the Evergreen Valley Police Academy. I've never seen Eric work so hard. He was determined, and today he is a proud and loyal deputy sheriff for the San Mateo County and a member of the San Mateo County SWAT team. Mom and I and your brothers are very, very proud of you, Eric. We love you very much, and we thank you and all your law enforcement friends and families here today for your dedication and services in keeping our community safe. And keeping the community safe one day is how Ashley captured Eric's heart. Responding to Ashley's car break-in, Eric and Ashley locked eyes, forever arrested by love. When we first met Ashley, we knew she was the one for Eric. A beautiful, adventurous, determined, and equally stubborn girl. A good match for Eric and all contributable characteristics of her successes in life. Just a couple of years ago, Ashley decided to go back to college to get her degree. Apprehensive and nervous at first, she dedicated herself to both school and work, and she graduated a couple of weeks ago from Chico State. From one wildcat to another, congratulations upon achieving your goal. We are very proud of you, and we welcome you to our family. Along with my beautiful daughters-in-law, Tori and Lynn, Ashley completes the perfect trifecta. Karen and I are very fortunate to have each of you as our daughter-in-laws. Eric and Ashley, you have achieved so much together in a short time, and it's because of your dedication to bring the best out in each other. May you always love each other, continue to be each other's best friends, have good health, keep your family strong, see your children's children, and know your family and friends are always there for you. A toast to the joy and happiness for the bride and groom. Cheers, Janini.
I'm Ashley's childhood friend, and the reason that Eric and Ashley met, so you're welcome. You haven't thanked me yet, but, you know, I know it's coming. So one fine spring day, Ashley invites me to go for a hike at Edgewood Park. The car that she was driving at the time didn't have automatic locks on the passenger side door. I always would forget that. Ashley would always remind me. Anyway, we go on a hike. We come back to the car. I open the door. It's unlocked. And Ashley's purse is stolen. So I'm very sorry about that. I'll never live that down. But, you know, losing $40 to find the love of your life, I mean, who wouldn't pay that, right? So, like I said, I know you'll thank me at some point. Yeah, it was really funny because Ashley was giving her report to Eric when he showed up, and I was on the phone with her bank trying to cancel her cards, and it was Ashley trying to talk to Eric and then me repeating the security questions out loud because I was pretending to be Ashley, by the way. Law enforcement, close your ears. You don't hear any of this. And I'm like, oh, my mother's maiden name? Oh, yes, it was this. Oh, my last four, my social security? Yeah, okay, thanks. So anyway, on the ride home, Ashley said out loud what we were both thinking. She's like, that deputy was really good looking. And I was like, well, did you get his name? Do you have a number? Did you see a ring? She's like, I don't know. His name was really long, but it looked like it was Italian, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so anyway, it was really fun to see them kind of try to be professional and let each other know that they're interested, but not overstep their boundaries. You know, they were colleagues after all, and I'm just here on the sidelines like, just ask them out for coffee. Oh my God, I can't stand it any longer. But obviously they figured it out, so here they are today. But I'm really excited to share my speech with all of you. I actually have been saving this speech in my head for a few years, and I planned this speech when I was taking a speech class a few years ago in college, and I selected Ashley to be my personal hero. And Ashley doesn't know this story. I never told her. I was saving it for this moment, so I'm very excited. So our final speech in my speech class had to be a speech on your personal hero. And I had a few people that I could have chosen, you know, family members, of course, but I knew everybody in my class was going to do that. I wanted to be different, and the immediate person outside of my family as my personal hero had to be Ashley. And so I want to share a very abbreviated version of that speech and updated, you know, for current times with all of you. Ashley is my personal hero because, number one, she lives with passion, and she has a passion for life. I put a short list together in my head of her last 1 or 2 years in review, and I want to share it with all of you, all of her achievements. And again, this is just what I could come up with on the top of my head, so it's probably an incomplete list, and maybe a couple details are incorrect, but let's just go over this. Ashley is a certified search and rescue volunteer, and that included an overnight in the woods by herself with a tarp and like string. A tarp and what? Just a garbage bag. A garbage bag, not even a tarp. So Ashley had to spend the night in the woods by herself with a garbage bag. And they're like, here you go, we'll see you tomorrow maybe. And if you get in any trouble, just remember what we taught you, bye. Let's see, she bought a house. She got engaged, started planning a wedding. She finished her bachelor's degree. She was in an internship with the coroner's office, which involved ride-alongs, and she does ride-alongs with the police department as well. And then let's not forget that she works 40 hours a week and goes to the gym regularly. I consider it a good week if I don't fall asleep to a Netflix movie. I do have a 9-month-old, but still, you know, just for comparison. So can we please give a round of applause for everything this girl does? And on top of all of that, I actually forgot to add that she was nominated, she took on special projects at work, and earned herself Employee of the Year for 2018. So in short, Ashley's just pretty much amazing. Ashley is my personal hero because she is brave. She's one of the bravest people that I know. Just as one small example, when we were in college, I mentioned to Ashley I was considering studying abroad, and studying abroad would be really scary, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to Australia, like they speak English, so, you know, I don't have to like learn a new culture and a new language. And Ashley's like, oh, that sounds like fun. There's a study abroad in Italy program at my college. So guess which one of us actually ended up studying abroad? Like, I joined a club and watched 3 foreign films, and Ashley went to Italy for a whole semester. And she loved it so much that when she came back, she signed up to be an au pair and lived in Italy again for like a 1.5 years. So yeah, Ashley's pretty brave. Ashley is brave. Last reason I'm going to give you, and this is another thing that I've never officially told to Ashley, but this is something that I consider. Ashley saved my life, figuratively speaking. When I was in high school, I was really stupid, and I had a really terrible boyfriend. It was a very toxic relationship. Long story short, it lasted way too long, but in during my relationship with that person, I ended up pushing away everybody who cared about me. I'm not kidding you. I isolated myself, and Ashley and I lost touch for a while. And it was 2 years into my college career. I was living at home, and I literally had no friends. And I am not joking. I was in my room, and I sat down and I realized I have no one to call right now. I could go upstairs and talk to my mom, and that's about the only person in my life that I have. And I don't know, it was like the next day or very shortly after I had this epiphany, Ashley called me, like she does. You know, when you're friends with someone for like 26 years, your friendship ebbs and flows, you lose touch, you gain touch again, but I always remember that it was Ashley was the one who would always end up being the one to pick up the phone and contact me again and get our friendship going again. And so this was one of those times. She called me up and she said, I want you to come join me and my friends for my birthday dinner. And just like that, I was back in the land of the living again. So I wanted to thank you because I'll never forget that. So Ashley's my personal hero because she will love you, even if you feel like you don't deserve it. And she's fiercely loyal, and she's the kind of friend that makes you want to be a better friend, and the kind of person that makes you want to be a better person out in the world too. So thank you, Ashley. I'm so happy that you found someone who's deserving of your love. And Eric, that's the same thing you can look forward to. Even when you feel like you don't deserve it, she's going to be there for you. All right. Thank you very much. Let's cheers to the happy couple.
Yeah, all right, hold on. Enunciate. Unique New York. All right. Words. All right. Well, hello everyone. Thank you all for being here to help celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Eric Giannini. Well, Eric and Ashley, yes. I want to thank my parents, Rich and Karen, Ashley's parents, Tom and Kim. This is a wonderful ceremony, and I'm very blessed that we're all here together to celebrate the new couple. And so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric's youngest brother, Joe. Being the youngest, I looked up to my brothers as my idols, and to them, I was their punching bag. So, I've learned a lot from my older brothers, and I'm very thankful, but with that came a price. As I've often been reminded from Eric, I'm his worst birthday gift, so being so close to his birthday. So, but it was for my, it was my birth that made Eric who he is, and what that is a middle child. And not just any ordinary middle child. He's the poster boy of a middle child. There should be a university study on him that, what makes a middle child tick, what really gets him going. As long as I remember, Eric has always demonstrated standard characteristics of a middle child. He's always been independent and was not heavily influenced by others. He often carved his own path and always seemed to go with the flow, and he had the great ability of completely flying under the radar from our parents. But also, as a middle child, he had a stubborn resentment to everything Dave and I liked and the things majority of people like. So, Dave and I enjoyed playing sports, while Eric's greatest challenge will forever be trying to catch a ball. He can't do it. My dad, Dave, and I all play guitar. Eric decided to learn the drums, but refused to learn any of the songs we want him to play. And he still hates the Beatles to this day because While Dave and I enjoyed rock and roll, specific athletes and musicians, and normal traditional values, Eric had admiration for punk music, anarchists, and the Hells Angels. Now, Eric being a cop, well, excuse me, a deputy for all the law enforcement out here, as I've been often corrected. Eric being a deputy kind of makes him an oxymoron, because how did this guy who admired anarchists and gets arrested and loves the Hells Angels, how's he get into law enforcement? And my only guess is the middle child inside and figure, well, all those guys are just, big conformists too. They're all the same, and so I'm just going to be a cop, and that way I can stick it to everyone. And that's only a guess. Aside from these complexities of Eric's biggest desire to be in law enforcement is well known in our family, as you've previously heard, and he's worked very hard to achieve his boyhood dream. But that was only until recently, because he was never a student in school, always had poor report cards, but that's because he just said, oh, I'm going to be a cop, so why does it really matter? And he rode that train all the way to the academy. Yeah. Eric, you've made great achievements from becoming a deputy and a member of the SWAT team. You've made our entire family proud. You have amazing qualities about you that Dave and I both greatly admire. You are independent. You are that independent person who beats to his own drum, has a great sense of humor and wit that makes everyone around you, or enjoy being around you, excuse me. I've tried to be like you since we were kids, and I'll forever be grateful for you being a great older brother. For all the years playing with me while we were kids, to all the years drinking with me as an adult. So, love you like a brother. Now on to the wonderful bride. Ashley, we're very happy to welcome you to our family. Eric is very lucky to have found someone who is understanding of the demands of deputies. You've had attraction for Eric right from the beginning when he was called out to your car burglary, but he well knew in advance that he was coming to your house. I'm pretty sure I'll get this one, guys. I'm on it. He knew where he was headed. On your first date, he enjoyed it so much he fell asleep. You were very lucky to understand that he had worked the night before and had went fishing with his godfather. And we're all thankful that you agreed to a second date. Ashley, you were able to get Eric out of his comfort zone by traveling to other countries, see other states of the great US of A, and maybe one day out in outer space. You did an amazing job. You got your degree, and all while playing this degree. You're a great addition to the daughter-in-laws that my parents gained over these past 18 months. I'm very happy to have you as a new sister. You both make a great team, and I'm very excited for the future of all our families together and the memories made. So, cheers to the new bride and groom. Thank you all again. And here's to them. Cheers to me.